It's okay. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Good
Good
morning. It's
morning, everyone.
Friday and was a little thrown off this morning after, eating crazy food that I haven't normally been eating. It totally threw me off this morning. I was like, what day is it? But it's Friday. It's Forward Friday. And we are so excited to have Marleen Madding on with us today, AKA Cookie. And my wonderful host, Dani Green. And I'm Melissa Lavigne. Thanks so much for watching us. We are so happy to be here every Friday, helping people move forward and navigate through life, because it matters how we are navigating through our life. We talk about mindset, we talk about leadership, spirituality, life balance, career, news, money, health, and relationships, or whatever else comes to mind. And today we're talking to Marleen about if we believe, do we believe? So that is going to be exciting. I have a fun little thing on top of my mind this morning. And how about you, Dani? You go first. What's on top of mind? And then
Well,
we'll do some introductions.
I'm gonna defer to you, dear. You've got us just waiting for your every word,
Well,
and then
okay.
I'll go after you.
Okay, I will. Well, Marleen, why don't you introduce yourself really quick, just like a little 1 minute of who you are, and then you'll have your time to share as well after. But go.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Good morning, Dani. Thank you for inviting me onto your show. I am so excited. So excited. I am Magical Marleen. Today we're going to talk about, do you believe? Who am I and what do I do? My past lives, I have been a combat photographer. I've been a corporate ladder climber. I've been a franchise business owner. I've been homeless with my family. I've rebounded back in this crazy economy over the past 10 years and figuring out, how do I do that? And all that you were saying, talking about of life and business and everything that goes on in our world, it comes back to our whole being. So I've been navigating, who am I and what do I do? And who do I serve? So when I dug down deep, I realized I serve the me's out in the world. I serve the veterans. I serve the solopreneurs and the soulpreneurs, as well as the MLM leaders that are stuck at a pivot point and trying to decide, what am I doing? What's going on with my world and how am I going to navigate this? We hold on to a lot of stuff. And I've learned that forgiveness of self and self-care is so important, and love for yourself. Before you go, okay, I'm going to make this new business plan. And what is this new business plan, or what is the next year going to look like? What are you going to look like when you're showing up in this next year? So I am an ascension, I don't want to say coach, because I don't coach people. I'm an advisor and a guide and a healer, and also help people with their business development. And my company is called CEOU because we are the CEO of our lives. And I help people navigate that and go through that journey.
I love that. We're all CEOs, right? Like, if we all just walked around thinking, I'm CEO, like, right? Like, how much
Mm-hmm.
self-confidence, right, would that give you?
Exactly.
Well, that kind of leads to my top of mind in thinking, about when you say the topic, do you believe? Okay, well, there's many ways you can go with that, right? Most people would think, oh, okay, do you believe in God, or do you believe in Santa? I put my Santa hat on because that's my top of mind little story this morning is I do believe in Santa, because like literally every holiday, it's always provided. It's always, there's always something there. never really had to, even in hard times. As I have a little story about when my husband and I were at like he had lost his job. He basically
Mm.
just lost his job. His company he was working with just closed down, and it was right near the holidays, and it was like, whoa, it was tough. I wasn't working. I was at home with my babies, and it was scary, and always provided. And that Christmas was like the one that I will always remember, because literally a random check came in the mail like Christmas Eve, and I was out shopping on Christmas Eve to make sure I had some little toys for my kids to open on Christmas morning. So it was magical. And so when people ask me if I believe in Santa, I'm like, yep. Santa came to my house on Christmas Eve. But anyway, Dani, what's your top of mind this morning?
Well, I love the word believe. I actually have a metal word believe on my wall. It's actually in my bathroom, but who cares? Anyway, so that's just one of my words. And what we have to, I so agree with you, Marlene. We have to believe in ourselves. That's, if you don't really believe in God, it's because maybe you just don't have a belief in yourself where you can imagine God, and really, well, anyway, that's another topic altogether. But I do remember the day that I was reading my Bible or praying or doing something, and I realized, wait a minute, I'm created in the image of God, or love. And God created the world. And then the other thing is, there's a Catholic theologian that said that love is the structure of the universe. Like love is the physical structure of the universe. So I like to use the word love a lot because that's everything. But if love is a creator and I'm created in the image of love, then I co-create my life with God. I no longer wait around and wonder. I get to have such an important part of creating my life. So I do totally believe in the fact that we can believe in ourselves. And that's what you help people do. And you are magical, Marlene. You're so magical. Every time you show up, look at that smile. You just can't, you're just radiating energy and love and positivity and all the things we need. So we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in love. We can believe that love fills. I actually do a meditation where love fills every cell of my body, and I just wait for that activation of love every day. And I breathe in love and I breathe it out. I'm just all about love and believing in myself and believing. And then also, I just don't think we have to just work so hard at being someone. We just get to show up. I get to be me today. So one of my most favorite things that I've come up with this year is I am me. And it just makes me smile. That's it. That's all I have to do is just be me. And then as I intend and do all the things in my life that come my way, then I get to wait for love to bring all my dreams, toward me. So I just can't wait. I'm just going to sit and listen to everything else you have to say, Marlene.
Right? And we are going live, everyone, on StreamYard. So if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and put your name in, and put some comments on here. And if you have any questions for Magical Marleen as she's chatting, or if you just want to chime in and say hello, please join us on this live this morning. So Marleen, what do you have for us today? What's on top of your mind, your beautiful mind?
Yes. Wow. What's on top of my mind as jolly old Santa Claus is about to walk in front of my car?
Hi, Santa.
Well,
Bring
when
him
you asked
in.
me,
Bring him in.
bring him in. He's walking around. We'll be going live later today and tomorrow and the next day.
Ooh, let
So
us
you
know.
would ask, yes, you would ask me about a title. What is the title for the show? And as I sat there, I prayed. I asked my angels and the guides, okay, what is the title of my show? What am I going to talk about the day after Thanksgiving? And then the song on Pandora came on, do you believe in magic? And I'm like, of course I believe in magic. And then I started thinking about, how will that resonate with people? And then I decided it doesn't matter how it will resonate with people. The angels told me that that's what our topic is going to be about today, is do you believe? And it has brought me so much joy to be in the presence of you two beautiful women, and of course, wonderful too. We're missing wonderful. And I thank both of you for me believing stronger in myself because of your belief in me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the magic that surrounds us when we believe, when we let go of our limited beliefs, when we let go of the I can't, or that won't happen to me, or one day I received a phone call from Melissa, and I was at a stuck point, a super stuck point. And all she asked me was, what do you need right now? And I'm not one to ask for help. I'm the one that says, hey, give me your hand. I will help you. Come with me, and we will journey together. But Melissa said, what do you need? I'm like, oh, my gosh, I need an insurance agent right now. And she said, I'll get back to you. And within a couple of hours, she had a couple different people. I contacted them, and bingo. Yes. And she has been such a joy to work with. And that's not only been, it's been multiple times that she's done that for me and through me. Thank you. Yes, big time love. And Dani, we sat, it was at a networking meeting with Melissa. And I was at the point of going, I need to show all my true colors. And because Melissa's with me, I'm more comfortable sharing my true colors. So I pulled out my pendulum and I talked about muscle testing. And you just affirmed that, and you pulled out your pendulum and you're like, I'm like, okay, I can talk about this. I can release those limiting, that edits that I do. And I thank you. I thank you for giving me that permission to be truly who I am, and believe in myself, and believe in the messages that I'm getting. Because I would think, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. How can I get these messages, and why? Why me? And now it's like, oh my gosh, why me? Thank you. Thank you for choosing me and believing in me, universe, God. My favorite Jesus is baby Jesus, and he's we have what, 30 days until the birth of Jesus Christ coming around again, right? Okay, I'll hold my thought for a minute.
So excited for that day.
Yeah, so I remember first meeting you at that coffee luncheon, coffee breakfast meeting, network meeting, and I'm like, wow, Marleen is so spiritual. Oh, wow, she's so much to her. I saw you physically, mentally, emotionally, but I saw your spirit, and I'm like, wow, she's amazing. And I actually, a year or two ago went to a spiritual coach so I could develop more of my spirituality. So thank you for being an example of that to me, dear.
Absolutely. We give each other power. We give each other the belief in ourselves, because when we can see it in our mirror image, and you sat right across the table from me, and I could see the belief in you and the belief in me. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's stronger, and it's the seed is just sprouting, and it was like fertilizer for my garden.
Very good. And you have a lot to do with Christmas. I mean, you said Santa somehow was walking around your car.
Yes. So several years ago, my husband decided he was going to grow out his beard. And I said, if you grow out your beard, I'm pimping you out. And he's like, yeah, no, you're not. I'm like, I am, because you are the spitting image of jolly old Santa Claus. And he's like, okay, whatever. And so it kept growing and kept growing. And then a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, 4 years ago, a friend called me and she said, I have a friend coming into town. I went to elementary school with him, and he's setting up at the biggest event in Seattle, and he needs a photographer for the Santa station. I'm like, I was a combat photographer. If I can deal with that, I can deal with families and little children and long, long lines. And so I stepped in, and being there for the first couple of days at Enchant Seattle was so magical. But the one unmagical moment was when Santa went to feed the reindeer. They already had their Santa crew set up, but there was no Santa during the reindeer break. And I came up with the solution of going, hey, I have a Santa who's sitting at home. What if he came and did the breaks? So I talked with the directors there, and then I came and talked to hubby, and he's like, okay, I'll only do it for break time. So, so that was the start of his Santa career.
That's so, I mean, and that's a perfect point to, when you know what you want, right? You just, it presents itself. That's what I always talk about, that, Marleen. I think I've probably said it like a zillion times on this show. And I even put it in my Facebook title now. If you fail, you wrote that, right, Marleen? For the mailbox power cards, the manifest card. If you fail to, what is it? Tell me, what is it again?
Oh, I have your card right here.
Oh my God, right? Like I usually have it like, I usually have it right next to me, but if you fail to identify what you want, then you fail to receive it. So it's like, if you don't know what you want, you're not going to get it. And that's a prime example of just saying, okay, this is what I want to do. And then it just happened.
Yes. And it depends on what you're thinking in your mind too. If you're going to tell yourself, and angels do not understand conjunctions. So if you say, I don't want, you're telling them, I want. So it is going to show up, whatever your thoughts are. And if you send mixed signals out, if you have mixed vibrations, oh, I'm so excited. And oh, no, I know I can't get that. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that will never happen to me. Well, it's not going to ever happen to you. But when you're like, oh my gosh, the possibilities.
Yeah.
And if you think anything is impossible, just look at the word and know that I am possible.
Yep.
So true. Right. So true.
Right. And just putting it out there. I did not think that it was going to be possible for Jolly Old Santa Claus to show up this year. We did last year, and there was so much angst and energies out there for Santa in 2020. And I found a group, and I put a message out there because I want children to be able to write Santa Claus. So I created a beautiful card, and his card is down below, the bit.ly Jolly SC. If you go to that link and you click on it, your little, and even if you have a big little, can write a letter to Jolly Old Santa Claus. I will send out a postcard, a beautiful postcard to share with them so they get his secret address. It will look like this, and it will have their name on it, and it will have Jolly Old Santa's secret address, and he will write a letter back.
Wow, that is so amazing, Marleen. Oh my goodness, we've got to get that bit.ly out. That's great.
Yes. I'm so excited, and so I had put it on this one page, and I got a response back saying, we have a venue, and we can't find a Santa Claus, and we would love, let me connect you with the person. And I connected with the person, and we went out into North Bend last weekend. And first I had to have actual Jolly to say yes. Because of the stress that he went through last year. I'm like, no, you have to say yes. I'm not going to say yes for you. And so I read the different posts, and I read the mom with the brand new baby saying that she wants a Santa Claus, and she wants her baby to sit in Santa Claus's lap for their first photo. And he was crying, and it was tears of joy and tears of relief that families want to be touched by Santa. Families want their children to be with Santa, and that they believe in the magic of Christmas, and they believe in the magic of Santa Claus. And so after this call, we're going to look for Santa suits.
Yay.
Because I couldn't get to his Santa suit. His Santa suit is in a storage unit that I do not have access to. And this all happened in 1 week. And that's also so magical. When you believe in you, that and things can happen, because it's all up to us for things to happen. I could have, yesterday I went and I tried the lock and I'm like, dang it, I can't get in. Can't get in. So there goes Santa. So I came back to the boat and I said, I can't get in. We have no Santa suit. What are we to do? And we both took a deep breath. I had my 4-year-old grandson sitting on the boat with us, and we're like, there's a solution, because Santa will show up. And my grandson believes that Papa is jolly old Santa Claus's best friend. And he goes, Yai, you are magical. You can make this happen. And I said, we will make this happen.
Hey, Marleen, maybe if you have a Venmo, we can donate toward the new Santa suit cause this year.
Ooh.
Oh,
wouldn't that be great? That just say, we believe in you and we believe in your jolly Santa Claus and what you're doing for families. And I just had 20 people at Thanksgiving, and it was a magical day because it felt like we were together again, like we used to be. And I think that's what families really want this year too. Could we just go back to somewhat normal?
yes.
And celebrate again. So anyway, I don't know if you can just message me your Venmo or something, or if you want, I don't know if Venmos are private and you can put it in the chat or not, but I want to contribute toward that.
Well, Venmos aren't private, and you can put it in the chat. And my body is vibrating so high right now. Yes, I will accept that. I will accept.
Good.
Good idea. And if anyone else is watching and would like to donate as well, just reach out to either Dani or Marleen or I, or just Marleen, and reach out to Marleen and let her know that you want to support that as well. Awesome.
That is awesome.
So, well, there's I'm checking the chat here to see if there's any questions. I have a question really quick. Marleen, do you believe in magic?
I do. I believe in magic. It took me 50 years to believe in magic. It would show up in my life. And then my biggest wobble with it was between magic, spirituality, and God, and how I was to navigate all of that. Because how can magic be part of spirituality, and how can magic be part of believing in God? And when I said it's within me, and so if it's within me, it was placed within me to believe from God, from my angels, from the universe, and all that is from source. So if it was poured in me, and then two, it's how we use that magic, right? Using that magic for good, using that magic, just the magic of thought to create a parking space, right? just the simple thing of going, okay, I have the power to give myself, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I want a upfront parking space because it's raining and we live in Seattle and it's always raining. Bang, I got a parking space. Wow. I did that. But I did it with the vibrations of the universe. I did it with God and my angels wrapping around me. Last night driving home from Gig Harbor was insane, the rain that was coming down. But I asked the angels to wrap their wings around my car and carry me the whole way. And my husband's like, oh my gosh, we got back to Seattle in 54 minutes. Gig Harbor to Seattle in 54 minutes. It took us an hour and a half just to get to the bridge last night, or just to get there, right? So do I believe? I believe in magic. I believe that each of us have the magic within us. I believe that if we sequester that magic, our gifts are being held back from those that are around us. and our light will not shine if we decide that our magic isn't worthy of the world to see.
And you know, we all have light shining within us. Our soul, our divine soul. I talk about that a lot, is within us. But we do have thoughts and experiences and feelings that obscure that light. So if we can just release those life draining thoughts and everything, we can just shine, shine, shine all the time. Shine, shine, shine.
Yes,
I
this
totally,
little light of
totally agree with.
mine.
Yes, yes, totally agree with that. Wow, that's so great, Marleen. Thanks for that, just that cool testimony of just how long it took you to get to Thanksgiving, and with your prayer, how, much easier it was to get back. So, so great. I love those, real life examples of just what's available to us and around us. Yeah, so
Yeah.
great. And oh, go ahead. Anything else?
Oh, we
Anything
were
you
sitting.
want to
Well, we
share?
were sitting at the table last night with the with all of our children, and my husband. They, of course, he has this beautiful snowy white beard, and they asked him, "So you're going to be Santa again this year?" And he's like, "Yes." And then he started citing all the things that he witnessed just by me believing in him, just by him believing in the possibility. And he said, I used to just say, "Ugh, this is all woo woo. This is all woo woo." But after being a witness to the words and things coming to fruition and showing up, from our boat, from selling our boat to getting a new boat, and being Santa Claus, and our his hairdresser on Wednesday morning had no appointments for 3 hours. That's never a thing.
Never. Yeah.
Never a thing. And so I called her. I'm like, "Are you sure? Are you sure that these appointments are really available?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are coming in."
Mhm.
Never available. Who can get a hairdresser a couple days before Thanksgiving and get onto her calendar? You can't. You
Mhm.
can't. So when you believe in magic, when you believe in yourself, when you release anything that is not serving you, because the thoughts are going to come in your mind, and it's not like a once and done. We brush our teeth every day, we shower every day. Dani, you said every morning you sit in meditation and you fill your cells with love,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
An
Yeah.
everyday thing we have to fill up. Our cup, our cup to overflow, we have to fill it up. And we
Mhm.
have to surround ourselves with beautiful people. Like Forward Friday, when I plug into Forward Friday, I am smiling, I am listening to the conversation, I am typing in. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, am I messaging too much?" No, because something you just said I need to respond to. So I thank you, ladies. I thank you, ladies, for being out there and being forward and being that movement and the voice for all to hear.
Yes,
Aw,
Marleen, we love you so much.
thank you, Marleen.
Yes, blessings and love to you.
Well, we're almost out of time. Does anyone have any last minute comments? If you would like to be a guest, anyone watching, just go to the link below. We would love to have you on and chat and learn more about what's going on in your world. Um, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
And next week for our show, we are going to, it'll be, the four of us, and we're just going to be talking about real life, like how we feel, how we manage, just being really honest. It's amazing all that we've accomplished, but it's also, we just want to be really real. Like, this is what it takes for me to, get out of bed in the morning.
Let's
Yeah,
get
those kind of
real is the topic, right?
real conversations. So
Let's get real.
let's get real. Yeah, great. I think we're having our
Awesome.
pizza day.
Awesome. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. Have fun
Yeah.
Santa suit shopping, Marleen. And
And look up Marleen and donate to the Santa Suit cause.
yes, yes.
And I will
Mwah. Love
share
All
my
you guys.
Venmo.
Okay, love
Did you
you
see
so
my new
much.
heart? Did you give me this pillow, Dani?
I did. I wanted you just to hold love as you were just meditating and thinking, just to have that close to you. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what you get when you take Dani's session.
Well, I bought that heart pillow, and you've got your Shine On pillow, also
Yes.
from Melissa. Yeah, and I gave it to you. So super good. Okay, love you so much. Namaste, everyone. Have a great day, and Merry Christmas.